Welcome back, my friends, for another fun reloading video. Today is part 5 of smokeless powder versus powder-coated bullets. It's been probably over a year since we started this project at this point, and our last episode, episode 4, was back in April of 21, so, 9 months ago or something at this point. So, we should have some interesting developments if anything has happened at all. If not, then, we should be good to go. And I'm way behind the game at this point. Booze and Bullets, Walter Bunning, Broke Loader, tons of other guys. They've been continually testing several different powders through this entire time and giving us all updates. But here's my lonely 5 powders, and over a year's time now, we can see what will happen, if anything. Actually, funny story, I was on the Discord just reading sometimes I check out the Cast Bullet channel and buy, sell, trade and see what's going on and that kind of stuff. Anyways, I saw Booze and Bullets. He was like, yeah, we tested this stuff. And I was like, hey, I forgot I did all that stuff like 13 months ago. So anyways, here we are. Let's get to it. Our first powder is going to be Hodgdon Clays. So one thing I was trying to do in the halfway through the last episode was see if they still smelled like gunpowder or whether or not humidity and other factors have taken effect on the potency of our powder perhaps. So I'm going to try and see what it smells like as soon as I break open the lid to see if perhaps it still smells like regular gunpowder. And it doesn't have a whole lot of a smell, but it kind of smells like clays, which has a somewhat of a different smell compared to other powders I've noticed. Yeah, actually it still smells like that. It's of course not quite as strong, but yeah, no effect here on our projectile. Still that nice shiny finish. It's still slick to the touch. And compared to some of the other ones in our last episode, that's actually got some nice longevity to it, it seems. So it looks like Clays is good to go after an entire year or more. So here's Trail Boss again. I'll try and get a good whiff and see what it smells like. This one might just smell kind of like Tupperware. Let me give the old original bottle here a test. Yeah, not much odor left. But anyways, let's, our bullet still looks fine. Also nice and shiny. Smooth to the touch. And this one still looks brand new, actually. Very nice, very nice. Our third powder is Hodgdon H110. Oopsie. Go for the smell test. Oh yeah. That one's got a nice gunpowdery odor to it. Whoa, buddy. Okay, so yeah, that one got down in the nostrils there. Okay, again, I'm going to say this bullet is mostly unaffected. 99% unaffected. Still that nice mirrory, shiny finish there. And it's not sticky at all, not tacky. But I'm very, very interested to check out Tight Group here after an entire year, because we added a second bullet after a couple months after we already saw the first one was going bad. By going bad, I mean it just was having a reaction. Whether or not any of this means anything is still up to debate, but let's see if we can smell any kind of odors. Yeah, that still smells like gunpowder. Okay. Wow, those are definitely looking a little different than our other examples. Wow, that's kind of gross. Ooh, yeah, that's a sticky right there. I bet if I tried, I could just rub that off. Try the fingernail. Yeah, it's definitely having an adverse effect on this specific powder coat. And there's bare lead on that. Yeah, so as we previously saw, a tight group for long-term storage definitely will have an effect on the powder coat. And lastly here, CFE 223. I don't know how much rifle loading you're going to be doing, but here's a nice double base powder. Powder coat still looks just fine. And I forgot to see what it smelled like. It smells, yeah, very strong, just like the H110. And it has absolutely zero effect on this specific powder coat, which was, by the way, Prismatic Powders RAL 6028. And here's one I've actually had. I haven't loaded it up yet. I was just about to, doing some 38 specials. So, you know, that's an untouched bullet sitting around for the exact amount of time. And it looks just like those other 2 or 3 that were pretty much perfect. So, yeah, our tight group does have an effect on the powder coat, but does that actually matter when it's loaded up in a cartridge? Because the bearing surface of the bullet is not the base of the bullet, and that would be the only part contacting any powder while it was in a loaded cartridge. Even if you flipped it upside down like Walter had shown us, and the powder's only contacting the base, your bearing surface is totally unaffected, and that powder coat should stay in pristine condition regardless of your powder coat or smokeless powder chosen for that load. So that's the conclusion to episode 5 of Smokeless Powder versus Powder Coated Bullets. I'm going to go ahead and say it doesn't freaking matter at all. And even if it were to affect the powder coat, again, it's not going to be contacting any of that bearing surface. Thus, no negative results downrange or inside your firearm, in your barrel. You'll not see any extra leading because of that. So I'm going to call it a non-issue. Anyways, guys, if you enjoy this sort of content, feel free to subscribe to the channel, like the video. You can check me out over on Instagram. I've also got a Patreon if you like to support the channel that way. And you can check out my website, which I'm really bad at updating. That's dummyroundreloading.com. Anyways, stay tuned for more, and we will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Oh yeah, there you go, into the dirty pile.